Class 9, in previous video you studied about epithelial tissue, the types of epithelial you all studied about: squamous epithelial, cuboidal, columnar, glandular and ciliated epithelium. Now the next type of animal tissue, that is muscular tissue, and this is contractile tissue which is made up of muscle cells which are elongated and large, so that they are also called as muscle fibers. Muscular tissue help in movement of body and locomotion. Movement of body means movement of body parts, and locomotion, that means moving from one place to the other. And muscles contain special type of protein which is called as contractile protein, which contract and relax to cause movement. So now the types of muscular tissue, that is striated or skeletal or voluntary muscle. Why we call this type of muscle fiber as striated, skeletal or voluntary? Let us see. Cells are long, cylindrical, unbranched and multinucleated. That means one cell of this type of muscle contain more than one nucleus, and no branches you can see over here, so that it is multinucleated and unbranched cell fiber. As they attach to the bones and cause movement, so that they are also called as skeletal muscles. As you can see that the entire muscle fiber has dark and light bands, so that it is also called as striped muscles. As they work according to our will, so that they are called as voluntary muscles. And this is the cause behind all these three names. Nuclei are peripheral in position. Periphery you know, and you can see nuclei over here. Nucleus is singular and nuclei is plural. So more than one are nuclei, and they are near periphery of the cell. And these muscles occur in limbs, face, neck, etc. Means these parts of our body we can move on our own will. Next is unstriated or smooth or involuntary muscles. So you can see all these muscles, they found as bundle of elongated spindle shaped cells with single nucleus at the center of cytoplasm. Now you can see the nucleus over here. It is not near the periphery, it is at the center, and only one nucleus is present in one cell. No bands are present, so are called smooth muscles or unstriated muscles. So you cannot see any band in them, so that they are also called as smooth muscles. And then they do not work on our will, so that they are also called as involuntary muscles. Right? As they are not working on our own will, so that involuntary. Now these muscles occur in alimentary canal, iris of eye, uterus, bronchi of lungs, blood vessels, etc. As these parts of the body work without our will, and so that these type of muscle tissues work over there. Now the third type of muscles are cardiac muscles. Cardiac related to heart. So these muscles are present in heart. These are composed of branched, cylindrical and uninucleated cells. You can see one nucleus in one cell, and some branches are also arise from the cell, so that they are branched and uninucleated. These muscles show rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart to pump and distribute blood to all parts of the body. And these are the muscles which work throughout our life without having any type of fatigue. बिना थके हुए These works throughout our body. Now the next type of animal tissue is nervous tissue. And nervous tissue is made up of nerve cells, and these nerve cells are called as neurons. And cells of nervous tissue are highly specialized for taking stimulus and transmitting it very rapidly from one place to the other within our body, not out of the body. So whatever the senses we get, they are called as stimulus, and those senses which we get, they are transmitted to the brain, and then brain give us to their orders accordingly, and then our muscles or our glands react, and all these messages are transferred or transmitted by the neurons. So brain, spinal cord and nerves are made up of this type of tissue. Cells of this tissue are called as neurons, which have three main parts. The first part is cyton, or we can call it soma, and this is the cell body, main cell body, which has a large central nucleus and cytoplasm, from which hair-like processes arise. Now number 2 is dendrites. You can see small fiber-like structures. They are dendrites, and these small branched fibers of neuron which receive nerve impulses. So these small branches, they receive impulses and bring those impulses to the soma, or we can call that cyton, or the cell body. So the function of dendrite is to bring stimulus to the cyton. And next is axon, the single long conducting fiber extending from the cell body, which transmits impulses away from the cell body. And you can see axon, which is larger than dendrites, and its ends are called as nerve endings. So this part take those impulses away from the cyton and towards the nerve endings. Now let us see the functions of it. The first function of this type of tissue, that is control all the body activities. And number 2, it coordinates among various body parts during any body function. So control and coordination is the main task of this tissue. Dendrites carry nerve impulses towards the cyton, whereas axon carries impulses away from the cyton. So for today, only muscular tissue and nervous tissue are there for your studies. I hope you all are able to understand them well.